Prime Minister, the Honourable John Curtin.
Men and women of Australia, we are at war with Japan. Japanese naval and air forces launched an unprovoked attack on British and United States territory.
History sticks in my head when I can feel it. The War Years is a theatrical performance based at Newstead House that examines the culture clash that occurred in Brisbane during World War II, and we're living through the eyes of an American soldier and a Brizzy girl.
It's one thing to read your words in your textbooks about history, but when you can engage in this immersive theatre production and actually be touched emotionally in the heart.
Men and women of the Commonwealth of Australia, I proclaim a call unto you.
We felt directly threatened by the Japanese, and we had to look to someone else to help us. It is believed that John Curtin had asked for some of our troops to come back from fighting in Europe, and when that couldn't happen, he just saw it as vital to look to someone else as another ally, and America became our ally.
Name's Joe. I came out here in the Pensacola, or the Pepsi-Cola as we like to call it. Been out here for nearly 8 months now.
The War Years is a story told through the eyes of a Brisbane girl, Morelle, and a US serviceman, Joe. The tension within that relationship underpins the story. We journey with the two of them through various stages of their relationship.
So we see the tensions there, but we see certainly their fondness and their love for each other develop, but we see the barriers in the way of the relationship going forward.
Got my eye on this one particular girl at the moment named Marelle. Oh boy, she sure is swell. I mean, she can cut a rug on the dance floor like you ain't never seen before. And who knows, maybe she'll make an honest man out of me.
Do you know how to do the jitterbug? Or the Jersey bounce? Or the jig walk? I'll get Joe to show you when the Major leaves. I'm sure he'll be happy to. He's so sweet. They're different, the Americans, don't you think?
The Americans brought to Brisbane a whole new way of living.
It was the music, the entertainment, the dancing.
Over 1 million US servicemen came into this city back when the population of Brisbane was around the 300,000 mark.
In fact, in Victoria, there was a newspaper article that came out about the Americans saying that they were oversexed, overpaid, and over here. So it really was a cultural invasion that stayed to this day.
Yeah, no, Brisbane, I like it. Good food, good weather, good people, and oh man, the girls. Forget about it.
The War Years is such a special performance. Firstly, it happens in the place where the US servicemen lived during World War II.
We've always had a passion for sharing our stories in an immersive way. The house is the stage, and audiences get to walk through the house, and we have different scenes located in different rooms.
We have recreated the house to what it looked like back then from photographic evidence. So the parties, the dances, they happened at Newstead House.
We have our downstairs, the original part of the home is transformed into a bunker.
And what it was like to feel like to be in an air raid shelter during that time, it brings the history to life. And it is important for people to feel history to then really understand history.
Standing in the back, watching the audience members, young and old, with tears running down their cheeks, showed me that this story has a lot of depth and the human aspect of the story is timeless.
They always say, oh, it was really good to feel what that was like.
It's a great way to learn. I encourage people to bring their kids too, because experiencing the emotional relationship between human beings sitting in front of you is something on a completely different level. So the history is absorbed naturally, and I think you therefore have a much better respect and understanding of the story and the historical facts.
They'll learn something about how the culture of Brisbane evolved and what life in Brisbane was like in the 1940s during World War II.